If you're watching this real time, we are quarantined, which means we have to figure out a way to stay healthy and fit at home, literally at home. Some of us cannot even go outside. So what I'm gonna show you are my best tips and tricks to stay healthy and lean while staying at home.
Inside my own world of make-believe.
So let's just fast forward through that intro where you like and subscribe and follow my Instagram, so go ahead and do that. All right, first things first, know how much you're moving. Are you moving at all? If you just sat through a 3-hour lecture, it's time to move. But Maddie, I have another WebEx and then a lecture and then another webinar and I can't walk around for your next lecture. Do some squats during your next WebEx. Little bit of wall squats, don't mind me, just learning anatomy. You have to be moving around throughout the day because if you don't, I promise you, you will end up sitting on the couch for the entire day. My other important tip number one, or number 1A, I guess that would be number 1A, number 1B, set aside time to do some sort of exercise. Well, Maddie, there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you a ton of at-home workouts. I'm basically just gonna do each little exercise. Some of the ones that I like to do. I set aside time for an at-home workout, and I also set aside time to walk up and down the stairs. So if you're in an apartment complex, you've got a stairwell, you've got really long hallways that you can do lunges down, you've got the parking garage, you've got the rooftop or just the top of the parking garage. Maddie, I don't have all those amenities because I live in a house. Did you just complain to me about living in a house? No, just kidding. Oh, and also another must do, you have to know what your day is gonna look like. Know what time you're gonna wake up, know what time you're gonna go to bed, know exactly what you're doing every hour so you're not just sitting there like, those quarantine snacks right next to me sound really good. Don't be bored. Don't bored eat. Fill up your day with things, tasks, activities to do. I know you have hobbies. I know you have work to do. I know you have that book that you want to read. I know that you can do an at-home workout because I'm going to literally give it to you. So figure out what your day is going to look like. Wake up early. Go to bed early. Don't mess with your sleeping schedule. Try to eat generally the same things that you normally do. Preferably even less, especially if you're moving less. For me, I used to do high intensity, HIIT workouts. I would go for a long run. I would lift heavy weight. So I'm eating a little less now. What I'm doing and what's worked for me is intermittent fasting. So tip number one, if anybody summarizes this video, they're gonna be like, tip number one, tip number one, tip number one, tip number one. But this is also super, super important, very important. Intermittent fasting will be huge for you. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. It won't work for everybody. Not everybody will be able to do it, but for me, when I fast, it works out really well. And when I only eat one meal, I usually eat right in the middle of the day, it kind of curbs my hunger. Also, this tip, so important. They're all so important. They're all like the most important number one tip. Drink a lot of water. You have to stay hydrated or you will overeat. A lot of times we'll mislabel our dehydration signals as hunger signals and we'll eat when really we just needed more water. Still looking for things to do? Clean your house, you nasty. So at the end of the day, definitely make sure you go to bed early. I know that you could stay up until like 4 a.m. and watch TikToks. Don't do that. Definitely put a lot of emphasis on your sleep. Get 7 or 8 hours if you can, because sleep, it messes with your hormones, it messes with your hunger signals, it'll mess you all up. Make sure you keep your schedule as you usually would. So if you used to wake up at 7, still do that. Fill up your day with different hobbies, different tasks, clean, paint, read, work out, move around, learn how to sing, I don't care. Play an instrument, whatever you want to do, but figure it out, do it. And now it's time for our morning stairs ritual. Oh my God, good morning. What a beautiful day that we can only experience from the stairwell. So I've been starting my mornings just kind of running up and down the stairwell like a million times. I'll try to get like 1,000 steps in, but sometimes I get bored and I'll switch it up. So I'll do like little squat jumps, or I'll like squat in and out. Sometimes I'll do kickbacks or push-ups if I just don't want to do cardio the whole time. But I do think it's really helpful to do fasted cardio right when you wake up. And I think that the stairwells are great because, you know, it just kind of switches it up instead of like running around your hallway of your apartment complex. If you do want a workout that you can do on the stairs, I have a whole separate video on my YouTube channel that's just a stair-based workout. So I know I said that I do intermittent fasting, which I do, but I also do teas and black coffee. So I do chai tea, I do green tea, I do lemon ginger tea, all the teas, I do them. As long as it's no calories, I kind of still just, well, whatever. For intermittent fasting, it's just for my food portion. That's the only reason why I do it. Anything that's 0 calories, that's a liquid, I'll still do, and I'll also do the intermittent fasting. I know some people don't believe in that and they say it breaks the fast and whatever. Well, I'm not some people, and I still consider this intermittent fasting, so just don't roast me in the comments. I'm still fasting. Okay, so this whole thing I drink of water, and then I'm gonna drink this whole Gatorade Zero. I know that these zero drinks kind of bother some people's stomachs, but not me, so we're gonna drink all this liquid. So another thing I wanted to bring up is just how important it is to get outside. I know a lot of people are in a different state and they cannot get outside because of the way the coronavirus is escalating into a global pandemic. But for us, we're not supposed to go outside starting either today or tomorrow, something like that. So just make sure that you go out on the porch, sit outside if you can, do some learning outside, do some work outside, whatever you can do outside, make sure that you do. We really need water and sunlight. We're basically just like plants with a lot of emotional issues. But basically, yeah, just plants. Just keep us growing. If you literally don't have a balcony, you can also get a good amount of sunlight just coming through your windows. So like mine is super bright here. Oh, well now you can't even really see it because it's not focused. Oh, there we go. So just kind of sit by this window and make sure you get a little bit of warmth. Yo, did y'all see that dude in Italy that ran a marathon on his balcony? No excuses from you. Another nice little hack if you are a snacker is to put good food in plain eyesight. So I've got avocados, tangerines, and bananas. I had some apples there actually earlier, but I already ate them like 2 days ago, so they're all gone. But it always helps to make sure that you know your healthy choices and they're right there in front of you, because it's easier to reach for one of these than to go up into the pantry and try to get the chips or whatever else you have. Probably chips. Okay, so we got a little vegetable medley here. I already knew exactly what I was gonna eat. It's Brussels sprouts, onions, and sweet potatoes. I'm gonna put a couple little things in there and some seasoning. And then I've got a salmon that I'm gonna make as well. I've already planned it out. I already know how much, I already knew when, and we're on plan. We are on track, people. Okay, so we added minced garlic, a little bit of low sodium, like light soy sauce, black pepper and everything seasoning, and a little bit of garlic salt as well. So we almost done. Here is my salmon. Kind of looks a little burned, but it's still like super pink on the inside, so it's almost done. It's gonna be eating good. So this will be what I eat. I've got some Brussels sprouts, some sweet potatoes, some onions. I've got my big salmon here. Probably put a little bit of sugar-free barbecue sauce on it. And I may add some blackberries that I've got in the fridge. But this will be what I eat for the day. And here's my hand so you can see. I mean, this is a pretty big meal, so this will keep me full. If I do end up needing more food, I'll probably know within about 20 minutes of eating it. So I'll just eat more and try to keep it within that window. Okay, so I have a killer setup at home because I've got pulleys from the top and from the bottom. I can pretty much do every sort of exercise you can ever think up. I got these from Bang because they're so sweet that they sent me all kinds of resistance bands. This pulley system is all one system that I got off Amazon, and then this is separate. I just wrapped it around the top, and I got this from Amazon as well. Super, super cheap. Like, I mean, maybe 15 bucks, maybe more like 10. I'm gonna do a back workout here because there's just so much you can do and I love the resistance, but I know a lot of people don't have bands, so I'm about to film all kinds of at-home exercises that you can do as well. I'll just do like a few different exercises that I used to do before I got this band system set up, and y'all can copy those.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste.
Okay, this just in. I saw this on a couple people's Instagrams. You fill your book bag with like heavy cans and stuff, and then you work out with it. So we'll see. Let's see. Can you see me? I'm about to do some squats. Ooh. Okay. It works. Totally works. Here's another little trendy one. Wine bottles. Okay, we ready? Ooh, okay, yeah, this works. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is a workout. You could, well, shoulder press. you could work out with these for sure. So if you're already done with work, if you're done with your workout and you've already eaten and cooked and everything, just find something that you love to do. So one of my hobbies is painting. I'm obviously working on some paintings right now, and this takes up a lot of my time and it's very relaxing. So it's just kind of one of the activities that I do towards the end of the day before bed. And if you don't have a hobby like this, now is also a good time to pick up a new hobby or a new skill. Here's some of my other paintings. Obviously, I just love painting. So the other tip I'll say is just at the end of the day, make sure you kind of have like almost like a little kid bedtime routine, not so much with the warm milk and the stories, but definitely know what to do when you wind down. Try to keep your work separate from your bedroom and try to keep your bedroom a place where you associate with only falling asleep. I've got blue light glasses, and of course I'm not wearing them, but I do have them from MVMT and they help a lot. So they kind of cancel out some of that damaging light light from a lot of cell phones, computer time, screening, that kind of thing. So those help a lot too. And I would say just kind of, you know, for me, I try to get all electronics out of the way, take a bath, listen to some music, and just kind of wash my face, brush my teeth, go to bed. That's my routine. So I know I'm about to go to bed. So it helps me fall asleep, because I know the other thing with this quarantine is that people are having trouble sleeping, probably because they're not as active throughout the day and they have kind of weird schedules now. Also, you may not have noticed, but if you did, if you're wondering why I keep cutting out my forehead, there's a very good reason. And I'll show you, finally, right now. Oh, what is that? Literally, what is that? I'll tell you what it is. It was a little tiny bump that was pretty red and really annoying and definitely filled with something that I couldn't get out, and I kept picking at it and picking at it and picking at it, and then these queen nails slipped and I took a chunk out of my forehead. And then I put hydrogen peroxide on it instead of witch hazel, burnt the crap out of it. Then it literally looked like a burn on my head. And then I woke up in the middle of the night scratching it, and it started bleeding everywhere. So now I've got this thing on my face. It'll probably be here for a while. Maybe I should wear some backwards hats, huh? Oh my God, it's perfect. Oh, you would have no idea. What's up? It's backwards hat Maddie. And I'll be in backwards hats for the foreseeable future. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you fight the quarantine 15, and that you don't get it and you stay shreddy. And get real lean. If you've got any more tips or tricks, please post them below. I want everybody to know everything so we can all help each other out. And then if you've got any suggestions for me of what else to do while you're staying home, or specific workouts you want to see, specific meal plans, how to cook, recipes, anything like that that has to do with the health and fitness realm, drop a comment below and I'll make a video for you. Love y'all.